I think we talked about last time how June was always just like a month that was like really a lot. There's a lot of things happening. Yeah. And since last week, things have like
escalated.
Exponentially. Like there's so many things.
I'm so excited. And then I'm going to be like antisocial like all July.
You know? Exactly.
It's amazing. It's also August. Like what even is August?
Fuck off. Well, there is something in August now, but we will get to that later.
Okay. But, though we do have an air conditioner now, so August is not as upsetting as I once perceived it to be, you know?
Exactly. This is Coffee with Rachel. I'm Chris.
And I'm Rachel.
And there's lots of things happening. But first, let's just talk about the coffee and do the facts and stuff. Let's get the regulars out of the way here.
Yeah, the classics.
Coffee is a classic in itself. It's the hometown brew from Whole Foods.
Whole Foods.
Exactly. But, you know, it is just... even yesterday... I made up coffee and you were just like, wow, this is fantastic coffee.
Like yesterday I was at like a state of mind that I wouldn't recommend, you know? I was just so tired at that point. And I was like, Chris, this is the best cup of coffee you have ever made. It was like, there's a distinct flavor when you're at a diner, I feel. I don't know what it is, but it's like a vibe. And then that coffee, just like sometimes Chris will make coffee and it tastes just like you're sitting at a fucking diner.
You know, I think it's like the coffee pots at a diner, you know, they've been used like thousands of times. They've built up like a reputation within themselves and that gives it an extra flavor.
And also when it's really hot, like fresh from the gullet.
Our coffee pot has been through the works now, so I think it's got its own unique flavor.
It's like a cast iron skillet.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not good at all.
We've seasoned it or whatever the fuck you call that. Like, I don't know.
You can buy cast iron skillets on Amazon that are pre-seasoned.
That's wild.
Because honestly, like I want a cast iron skillet so bad.
I'm intimidated now. Like you tell me all this stuff about them, and I'm like,
it is intimidating. It's like it's the perfect vessel, but also like she's heavy. She's got to be seasoned. It's just. It's heavy. Did I mention that? And also, like, imagine me trying to pull out, like, something out of the oven, and it's, like, heavy as fuck with a little hand mitt situation.
Oven mitt, yeah.
A hand mitt.
A hand mitten?
I don't know, but I want one. How do you even season it? Like, do you just have to cook in it? But what do you do?
Do you spread, like, parsley on it? Like, what do you do? What seasonings do you use?
It's just, like, caked on grease, and it's, like, it never fully gets clean again, but it also doesn't matter for some reason. And also the pan.
That's also like
the skillet itself
like
gives a flavor.
Sheet, though, like a new cookie sheet always sucks because
it's true.
But once you've had one that's like really dirty and just has like it works great.
You know, I also this is just like a second. I want to complain.
Oh my god.
So a very long time ago, Chris and I bought those sill pads, those silicone sheets that you can use so that you don't have to keep buying like tinfoil and fucking parchment paper all the time.
Yeah.
And so ideally, what a great idea. Things don't stick to it. You don't have to, you know, make as much waste, whatever.
Also, I made sure that when I ordered them, like, I got the same exact brand. Like, this was when...
Okay, you're using the ones that, like, Byron Talbot has.
Yeah,
so that's one you fucking know.
But, like, it was the same brand that, like, I used at Subway when I worked there for, like, 3 hot minutes, you know?
Okay, that's not good credibility.
No, but, like, they worked, you know?
I know.
This brand, the largest fast food chain in the world...
Is it?
Yeah. Subway is the largest...
More than McDonald's?
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what? Like, if you think about it, you see more Subways now than you do McDonald's.
If they can use those sill pads, that brand, then I would think that it's reputable.
Yeah. The problem is whenever we use them, it makes an odor that always sets off our smoke alarm. Like, if we just use tinfoil or parchment paper, like, the smoke alarm doesn't go off, even if it's, like, 400 degrees, 425.
Yeah.
It upsets me. That's just something that I wanted to talk about. I wanted to get that off my chest.
Yeah, you've really been harboring this.
Like, does anybody else have this issue? I'd love to know.
All right, so let's talk about some facts.
Okay.
We've got 2 of them because we don't have any coffee facts, so we're just going to give you 2 other facts.
Listen, this first fact will possibly blow the lid off your entire existence. Okay?
Okay.
Because that's what it did for me. So, you guys know that I'm a bird lover, hopefully.
Yeah.
You know? I love a nice bird.
You
I
are
share
a fan
lot of bird
the
memes.
aviary.
That is true. I used to have birds. I'm that bird binge, okay? So, my favorite part of the 12 Days of Christmas, I feel like we've definitely talked about this in like
the Christmas
various Christmas episodes.
Yeah.
I love 6 geese a laying. That's my favorite one, okay? So
I have a photo next to that part at Christmas Village.
Yeah. So basically I was, browsing the internet as you do, And I came across an article that informed me that there's a larger conspiracy about birds in that song,
Yeah.
The 12 Days of Christmas.
Apparently this song is like old as fuck.
That I believe.
Yeah.
Like, I totally believe that one.
Yeah.
So, 5 golden rings. I know we've all imagined, like, fucking,
The
jewelry.
Olympics, like, fucking, except, like, gold, like...
Bangles, gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm thinking, jewelry. It turns out that they're not referring to jewelry. They're referring to a specific pheasant that has golden bands around its neck in the feather area.
I'm assuming there's 5.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Maybe it's just,
So-
like, 5 of those birds that have a golden ring around their neck.
Either way, it's a bird, not a ring. Isn't that wild? So you're thinking, wow, the conspiracy ends there. That was enough to like make my entire existence important, right?
Yeah.
That's what I thought anyway. Turns out it gets deeper. There's even more birds where you would not expect them.
It turns out that, like, the original version of this song, every one of the 12 is a bird. Even, like, Lords a Leaping and, like, Drummers Drumming and Maids a Milking.
Yeah, which one was Magpies? Is that Maids a Milking?
Maids a Milking, yeah, because they have, like, milky white patches on them.
Can you believe that? Like, Piper's Piping is referring to, like, a specific bird that, like, makes noises.
Yeah, there's, like, a specific, like, a drumming bird that
Yeah.
is the drummers drumming. This really changed my outlook on the holidays.
Changed my life.
It changed everything. Like, there was something. I'm from fucking Christmastown. Like,
I know.
Christmastown,
That's
USA.
them.
And I did not know this.
Now, I am hoping that this is a shock to all of you, like it was a shock to me. However, I am a Jew, so like honestly,
Oh, well, I didn't know
everything
this.
is a shock to me. Yeah, but like if this is something that like everybody knows,
Well,
and
then
we're
I'm
just
going to feel
finding out.
like lame as shit.
But I honestly feel like this will change a lot of minds about birds.
All right, so let me give you the other fact. Not quite as, like, whoa factor as that one.
Okay.
But it's just that Sour Patch Kids
Oh, this fucked me up.
and Swedish Fish are the same exact candy, except Sour Patch Kids just has the sour sugar on the outside.
But they're different flavors because Swedish Fish only come in that classic.
No, there's different flavored Swedish Fish, too.
I know, but like...
I know.
But the blue Sour Patch, like no one can top
Merman.
her. Like, what's your favorite Sour Patch color?
Ooh. I think the blue ones are really, they're really
The
something.
blue ones are top notch.
Yeah, they are fucking
However, a
something.
green, ooh, so zesty.
Sour Patch is one of those, like, multi-flavored fruit candies where I enjoy all of them.
Yeah, it's the one, not the one. There's a few, but that one is specifically.
Like, Skittles, get out of here with their fucking green apple.
Okay, that was, I'm still upset.
I'm
like,
still upset.
But Skittles and most candies, I've known that now as I've gotten older, I enjoy grape more than I ever did before.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
I used to
wild.
be like, could pass on the grape.
You know, I'm honestly afraid of the point where I am enjoying a good and plenty. Like,
No, fuck that. That's when you go too far. There's nothing good about them.
there's plenty of them
All right.
because nobody's eating them.
Someone in the comments
Oh my
on
God.
SoundCloud, tell us if you've ever had a good and plenty and if you've ever enjoyed it, because honestly, I need to know.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'm not like black licorice is the scourge of the world and needs to go away forever. Like, I sometimes
am
can
like that.
enjoy it.
Like,
So I
there's-
guess I'm the odd one out here.
There's very few things that I cannot tolerate the flavor of, and that is just like the one thing that I
All
can't
right,
handle.
I'll have black licorice. You'll have your olives, and we'll be
cilantro,
good.
yeah.
Listen, I'm just one of those people where the cilantro is just weird.
I feel like that's like fake science that somebody made up just to cover up the fact that they're like too much of a like lame-o.
All right, I know there's a lot of people out here that can back me up on this.
Look,
so
I think it's all
you're-
fake news, to be
You're
honest.
fake news.
I think it's like you don't appreciate like having that refreshing herbal bite when you're having a nice lime covered black bean. You know what I mean? You get me, you cilantro lovers out there. You understand.
All right, so in relation to coffee, I think you need to tell me about what Dunkin' Donuts and third wave coffee is.
Okay, first of all, the fact that there is a name for the like media and almost just like the view of the coffee industry, it's called third wave coffee, and
This
that
is too 21st century
it
for
is a
me.
lot. So BuzzFeed wrote this article about
Of course. It's BuzzFeed.
Yeah, so basically Dunkin' Donuts doesn't want to participate in third wave coffee trends.
So what the fuck does that mean? Like, they don't want to be like how Starbucks is like,
Yeah.
ooh, change it up every fucking week now. Like,
Basically, third wave coffee trends are like the flat white or the macchiato. Like, you know how they introduced lattes and macchiatos like kind of late to the game.
Yeah,
it's like
they
that.
were never
like,
really fucking good at them either.
They're very reluctant to branch out into anything a little bit more fancy.
See, that's how I see Dunkin' Donuts. I see Dunkin' Donuts as like the, it's America on the go. Like, we just want a coffee, like just a plain cup.
Also from this article, they are the leaders in flavored coffee sales. So that's why they make a main focus on the flavored coffee.
That
ones.
Honestly surprises me. I mean, I guess...
Really? I don't think it surprises me. I'm trying to think of who else makes a lot of flavored coffee besides like Wawa and other random chains like that.
Right.
Dunkin'
I'm thinking
Donuts,
of flavored lattes, like...
Yeah, no, coffee itself, like the bean.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense then.
And so they're just like not trying to fuck with it, and they've said that they've like done a few things, but they like don't really want to do anymore. And I just thought it was really interesting, and I never really thought of like, I don't know, thinking about the coffee industry in that way where you have like the people that are like trying to capitalize on like social media. Like you don't see Dunkin' Donuts running like an insane social media plan like you see with Starbucks. This is where I really like to look at these types of things.
Like Starbucks is...
Even Wawa has a pretty finessed social media plan that they are doing.
Starbucks has got its own thing going on. They're really trying to like change their image from like uppity coffee shop where there's a whole bunch of names that you can't pronounce to like
fun time Lisa Frank inspired frappuccino.
Yeah.
Basically.
And Dunkin' Donuts is trying to go its own way.
They're
back
trying to go like
roots.
Classic, accessible, just like a stale donut at 2 p.m. kind
of vibe. You don't need to learn a second language to get a coffee at our shop.
Eye roll. Oh my God. That was like the worst too because working at Starbucks was a lot because you get a lot of those people that are like, I shouldn't have to do any work.
It's just a large. It's not a venti.
Yeah, I'm like, listen, it says the ounces there too, so you could just tell me that. Like when I order coffee anywhere, I just say what ounce cup. Yeah. Because I'm afraid that like, because
that's a universal way to say like, hey, this is what I'm getting, not a large or a venti or whatever the hell else you want to call it.
Universal, but not everywhere. Ounces, isn't that part of our fucked up measurement system? No.
Yeah. Well. Kind of, yeah, because milliliters is like in liters.
So are people like, can I get a 20 mil? Like, I guess.
I don't know.
I don't even know.
People around the world, do you use ounces? I feel like this is a dumb question.
I don't even like saying ounces. It's just there's so much happening in your mouth when you say it.
Like,
everyone say it with me now.
I don't like that ounces is abbreviated with OZ. Like, where does the Z come from?
Don't even ask me. Actually, it finds out that the Z is actually representative of a bird. So that's pretty
bringing
much
the shit full fucking circle.
That's what I'm here for, full nest.
So one of the reasons why June has been so wild is because there's like conferences galore.
Yes.
And by that I mean just Apple and E3.
Yeah, like literally two things.
So I want to talk about Apple first because that was
earlier.
That was last Monday.
Yeah, so a week ago.
Okay, yeah. And so they announced a whole bunch of new like updates for every platform that they fucking own.
Yeah, they have a new space gray iMac. I don't like the space gray color, to be honest. I like the old titanium.
Hey, dude, bros, here's one that's not bright and silver for your man cave. Like,
yeah, the man cave Mac.
Like
it's beer scented.
Only the super powerful like man computer can be this dark manly space gray.
The trackpad is actually a piece of bacon. So honestly, that conference, there wasn't a lot that was happening that I was super excited about because I don't have an iPad Pro, and I feel like a lot of the cool updates that I thought would be interesting would be for people that are having like an Apple Pencil and an iPad and they do like graphic design and art, because that's the updates for that was when you left. That was really cool.
Okay. Like they're not doing too much for the iPhone. Like that's what I'm most interested in.
But aren't they,
obviously.
I guess they'll unveil like whatever the newest phone is. That's like towards September, right?
Yeah, the phone is probably going to be a lot because it's their 10th year of iPhones.
But iOS, I was shocked that there's not that much with like, they changed the control menu
Mission
or whatever.
Control? Yeah, that's what it's called.
It looks a lot. But I mean, I'm mad that, at least from what I can tell, there's no like switching to low power mode like right on that control page.
Yeah, which I have there.
Would be the best.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping that you can still access Night Shift because I love that thing.
Yeah. And I don't think I saw anything about like a universal kind of like dark mode across.
That would
everything.
be cool too.
Like, I'm here for dark mode on every app.
I'm here for dark mode. Every app that I use that has it, I haven't turned on.
Protect your eyes, guys. Use blue light filters. Put apps on dark mode. Like, it really helps if you get a lot of headaches from looking at screens.
So something that I did see that was pretty interesting is there's a screen record button on that little mission control area.
Yeah,
now.
so like every YouTuber that tries to do iPhone tutorials is gonna have a blast, like with this built-in feature.
Because everyone was always like, Rachel, well, not everyone, it was probably like 3 people. They were like, Rachel, do a what's on my iPhone. I was like, how
that's so hard. Like, am I gonna like try and record my screen?
And like to be honest, like anytime I see somebody like in a YouTube video that has done some sort of like screen capture, I'm like, how are they doing that? Like, I don't know. And so
there's
now
programs and devices and shit, but like it's too much.
Yeah, so now you can just do that on your iPhone. But it brought up an idea for me. So Snapchat, you know, the whole point is that it goes away and you can't like rewatch things. So like, what's to say somebody sends you like a sexy video and like you're fucking screen recording it, you know what I mean? Would they get a notification like you would when you take a screenshot? I would hope so.
I'm assuming so, because like Snapchat's taking a photo is taking a screenshot is like a function built into iOS, not Snapchat. So like they can still detect that. So I'm assuming they'll be able to detect the recording.
The only reason why I am a little nervous is because like when you're taking a screenshot, like you're using like the 2 physical buttons to do that, and then like the other thing you're just like tapping an icon. So
they should still be able to like do a detection, but
because like that to me sounds like it's gonna be messy among young people, especially like people that are like vindictive as fuck. Like, I don't know. I could just see that.
Like, you're gonna get a warning, but like, they're still gonna have that recording.
Yeah,
like,
people are gonna be very careful about their snaps.
They might honestly like disable that function while you're in Snapchat.
They should, because like it defeats the purpose of the app. Like,
I mean, you know,
I don't want anyone screen recording my video of Lila being slowly zoomed in on with Mariah Carey being played in the background. Like, that's for me.
It's gonna really help out those drama channels.
That's the first fucking thing I said. I was like, they're gonna have so much better ease of use recording everybody's Snap story instead of like have screen where it's just like someone recording their iPhone on well, do they have like a burner phone for this shit? Like, I would love to know. Like, because they have to record another phone like with a phone.
This is too many phones that are happening right now.
Do you think drama channels have burner phones? Comment below.
That's the real conspiracy.
Yeah. Actually, all drama channels are run by vindictive birds. That's the conspiracy.
So, actually, something else I just remembered that's going to be updated is finally there's an update to podcasts.
Oh, yeah. They added a lot to podcasts.
Yeah. So, they're making a lot of changes on, like, our end to, like, help manage the show. Like, we can split a show into, like, seasons. LOL, does our show have seasons? Like,
no, it doesn't.
It does not.
But we get to see analytics finally, so we'll actually know what the fuck is happening.
Yeah, that's fucking great.
That's exciting. Because, honestly, the iTunes app for podcasters, you don't get a lot of information about your show.
Absolutely no information at all.
And then for other people, I guess it's making it easier for you to like say if it's like a bonus episode, if it's like a special season or
you can set up like the sequence of like if you had multiple seasons, like the sequence of how you want people to listen to the show.
Right.
Like if you had seasons, you could just download one season like as a whole instead of the whole show or like individual episode by episode. So
we'll be fucking around with that and seeing if there's anything useful for us to
I've
make
been
the show
saying
better.
it for fucking years, ever since they like made the big update to how like iOS looks now. I was like, when are they gonna do podcasts? Because it's like stuck in the fucking past.
That's true. It does look a little old. They also really updated the like App Store app.
Yeah. And we got Monument Valley 2, which was a game that Frank Underwood's a fan of.
Yeah, true. I love that game. So we're playing the second one now, and I'm not gonna lie, it's definitely like not as challenging, I feel like, but we're not that deep into it, so maybe it just gets harder.
There's already been more levels. There was only like 6 levels in the first game, so like there's more in this one, but like they've been really short and really easy so far.
So we'll let you know where we go with that.
But still the best mobile game ever played ever.
Yeah.
It's fantastic. And while we're on the topic of games,
let's talk about E3.
Because we're in the middle of that right now.
Yeah, we just finished watching Ubisoft.
Yeah, and Sony and Nintendo are left for tonight and tomorrow, and we saw
Sony's tonight?
Sony's tonight, yeah.
Oh, okay.
We saw Microsoft and Bethesda and EA already.
Ugh, fucking EA.
Yeah.
EA showed one frame of The Sims, and then they never said shit about it in their conference, so that was just kind of like a little tease, little like, I don't know, it upset me.
Yeah.
EA's just like, we have sports, but now there's a story behind them.
Oh, goddamn.
Watch this man play soccer, and he has a past. Like, I get it, but also I don't care about sports.
I'm finding it like so weird now as I watch E3 like in the future, like currently as to the way I did in the past.
You're seeing yourself in the future? That's cool, Raven.
Crazy. Whoa. But like the games that I used to like get really, really hyped for, like I'm not as much anymore because I just don't have the time to play these. Like a lot of the big games are like, you got
the first person,
you've got 300 hours of content in this game, and then we've got another game coming out next week, and it's like, I don't have time for this. Like,
well, now the games that you get excited for are the ones that have couch co-op, because then I can play.
Yeah,
and it's
like,
fun because we like to play games together.
Damn, it's like few and far between that we actually see a game like that.
Well, yeah,
but
it's apparently like supposed to be coming back, like a resurgence of that, because more people are playing in that way, I guess.
Yeah, there was a game that's basically like Prison Break that was shown at EA that looked really fun.
Yeah, the only thing is like it's supposed to be co-op, super heavy, that like it's a constant split screen.
Yeah.
And I don't know how I'm gonna like that, but it's supposed to be like part of like the vibe is that it is always in split screen, and like one person will be watching a cutscene on their side and the other person can still be doing action.
Yep.
So like that's interesting.
Yeah, I'll be excited to see like what the reviews are of that game before I go out and get it.
That's the other thing too. Like I'm not a pre-order binge. Okay?
Oh no, don't ever pre-order.
Yeah, it's not worth it.
So just some of the things that we saw that excited about.
Okay.
Obviously.
We have to fucking say.
Yeah.
Life is Strange 2.
Life is Strange 2.
And it comes out really soon in fucking August.
In August, that's what we meant at the beginning of the show.
Which is insane.
So we're getting a prequel series that's
3 episodes.
3 episodes, but there's a special edition that comes with 4 episodes.
So we will obviously get that, which is kind of stupid. They should have just had it as 4.
Yeah, it's because like that extra one's not going to be like it's its own standalone thing to kind of bridge the 2 series. Like,
I don't know. They're doing it in a weird way. So apparently Don't Nod, who is the developer of the first game, Life is Strange, they're working on a sequel. And so this is a prequel that they handed off to a different development company that they really like to basically make. Yeah. And so that's why it's like shorter and...
Yeah. I bet you all of it will be out this year.
Yeah.
That's my guess.
Oh my god, I'm so excited.
And then it's supposed to be next year, I think, is when the sequel that they're working on comes out.
What are they going to do with a sequel?
I'm
really glad that they're doing a prequel, though, because I remember when we played the first game, I was like, I just want Rachel Amber. Like, I want to know more about her. You know, you spend this time, like, looking for her and everything, and I wanted to, like, get to know her. And so it looks like we're going to be playing as Chloe, and it's going to be, like, about Rachel Amber and all the shit that went down before Max went to their school.
I'm assuming that there's not going to be any time travel in this one.
Though, I don't know. Did Rachel do time? You never know. I don't know. There looks to be, like, a crow that has meaning.
Damon Salvatore. He's here.
They showed the crow as much as they showed, like, the blue butterfly in the first game. So I'm thinking, like, is that what's happening there?
Also, the game that I've fucking been waiting for forever, Cuphead, is finally coming out. It looks like the classic Disney animations.
Like Mickey Mouse old school.
Yeah, that kind of art style and like a side-scrolling platformer kind of game. And I'm so...
Do you think it has local?
I would assume it has local.
If it's a side-scroller, you know?
Yeah. I am so excited for this game. And it comes out in September. It's been since 2013.
Yeah, they've been hyping it for a while.
Yeah.
And it is like I'm not necessarily like the most excited for it because I really do like the 3D aspects of side scrollers now, and it is like that flat. But I can admit that like it's an artistic style that no one's fucking doing.
Yeah, that's why I like it so much, is because I've never seen this before in a game. So that's what's the most exciting about it.
The one I'm most excited for besides Life is Strange 2 is Ooblets. It looks
We're here
cute.
for all the weird ass indie games.
I like any game that is cute, has collectibles, has queerness. That's basically what I look for in games. Or like really challenging puzzles.
They said Ooblets is supposed to be like based off of like Animal Crossing and Pokemon and shit. Like,
fucking just
that's
get
what you're
just
here
fuck me
for.
up.
It's about like collecting these weird little animals.
A lot of people are still trying to get me excited because they're like, oh yeah, they're totally gonna talk about Animal Crossing at Nintendo's E3, and I have no hopes. Okay,
I do not think that that's happening.
if anything, they're gonna talk about a mobile game. It's not gonna be a console game. That is my prediction.
Yeah, definitely. They're absolutely doing the mobile game, and maybe we'll get like a tease of what it is.
Yeah.
Because it's not supposed to be out until next year now, 18.
So the main vibe that I'm getting from E3 though is zombies and pirates.
I am so tired of
I'm fucking
zombies.
over pirates.
I'm over pirates. I'm especially 1,000,000% over zombies and post-apocalyptic.
Also, a man's plight.
Yeah, literally everything.
I'm trying to think of one game that we saw that does have a female protagonist.
Ooblets.
Okay. See? That's what I'm saying.
And Life is Strange.
Yeah. Fuck. That's what I look for in a game.
Yeah. Some other games that I wanted to call out, though, was Tacoma, just because that's
cool.
from the people that did Gone Home, which we streamed.
Yeah, and we are going to be getting back into streaming. We've
It's
heard
just
you guys.
been hectic.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, which I guess, pausing here, one of the reasons why it's been so hectic is because you launched your store.
Woo!
I can't believe we forgot to say this at the top of the episode.
Bitch, we did that. I have been for the last, okay.
This weekend, like,
This
you lost your
weekend,
words.
It was a blur. Like, we had a lot of, last minute things that we needed to get done because, you have to, actually have the stuff all ready to go and publish and
No, it's no
everything.
different than YouTube. You got to fill in those description boxes and those tags and everything.
But fuck, I mean, I'm just so, already just, from the overwhelming love and support that I've already received and all the things that I've already been able to sell today, I am just overwhelmed.
You guys have been so heartwarming and so receptive to this.
I just hope you guys truly enjoy everything because fuck, I had so much fun making everything, and Chris is like, Rachel, you need to chill, because as soon as I was done publishing, I was like, okay, well, clearly these bookmarks are selling, so I need to make 100 more. And he's like, you can chill out though. I'm like, but I'm just so excited. I just want to make even more shit because I'm just I have so much fun making it.
And it makes me so
excited.
excited to see you, you're so passionate into this work.
Yeah.
And it's making you very excited. So that's when I know
I'm
it's
feeling
something
fulfilled.
good. Yeah.
Okay,
So you can go to shoprwd.com
Yes.
to go see the store.
Yeah, it's also in my Instagram bio, and it's probably my pinned tweet. So
Yeah.
just check it out. There's not that much left, but I will be adding. I'm gonna be adding stuff every week, honestly,
Yeah, that's
or
the
every
goal.
few days. So fuck, I'm excited.
Yeah.
So if there's not a lot there left, or a lot of people were having things being taken out of their cart because other people were getting there quicker.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
don't
yeah.
worry. There's gonna be plenty of stuff for everyone. I'm gonna keep adding to it. It wasn't just today and she's
Yeah.
gone.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm excited.
Yay. Just to wrap up quickly on the E3 that we took a detour from,
Yeah.
just some of the other games I was looking forward to was Surviving Mars.
Oh,
because
yeah.
that's hello,
We love
Mars.
space.
This fucking podcast, you guys know we're a fan of leaving this planet.
So that one is supposed to be you just start up
you're building a colony on Mars, and
That's
you have to,
cool.
Yeah, you just have to get the resources and all of this shit.
Yeah.
And you're really into the Assassin's Creed game.
Yeah, okay, so I am that bitch that makes fun of Assassin's Creed. However, I love anything ancient Egypt. I will learn about it all. I love every movie.
I think that's the new
It's
era.
my favorite Nancy Drew game too.
I think that's the era that games need to really explore now. Fuck pirates, fuck zombies,
Fuck pirates,
get those
this
hieroglyphics.
Renaissance age, and then fuck also present day gritty Walking Dead vibes. I
Yeah.
want so it's the only Assassin's Creed game that has looked at all fucking interesting to me, and it's mostly because of the beautiful graphics on all those beefy animals. I mean,
Yeah.
fuck, that alligator, she was ready.
You can play as Squeezy the Hawk.
Yeah, the hawk literally was Squeezy. So I am actually, it's the one big title game I'm actually looking forward to, which is so crazy.
Yeah.
'Cause I was not expecting that at all.
But this is the time of year that always gets me super
most hyped.
jazzed for games. And now I just like want to play a million games, but I'll probably just end up going back into the like same 2 that I've been playing all year.
I know, like I literally have not. When we had Brie over like yesterday, we were talking about how, but all of us like just haven't really been playing that many things right now. Like,
it's just like being an adult sucks for the reason you can't play games, you know?
Yeah, and now I'm excited to have some new stuff come out that we can hopefully stream for everyone.
Yeah, I'm so excited to get back into streams. Like I miss it as much as you guys have missed it.
I know.
It was fun.
So moving on to something that just fucked my brain up a little bit, because that's what I like to do. I like to read things online. I love watching conspiracy YouTube videos. That's like my new favorite genre, to be
think
honest.
that's just like the new genre of the internet that is booming
and you know,
interesting.
It makes sense because we're in such a time right now, especially like the younger generations, where we're just questioning literally everything because everything's a fucking mess.
Yep.
So Kendall Ray, one of my favorite YouTubers, she made a video with her husband about the butterfly effect. And me and Chris...
Which I've never seen that movie, but...
Oh, fuck. I could not handle that movie. It was a lot for me. Like, it was just too dark, too fucked up. And I was too young. It's like that movie on FX, and you always have to turn past it because otherwise you get sucked in and it's, like, stressful, like Phone Booth.
It seemed like it was very dark and gritty, so I can imagine it was that kind of vibe. It was. Yeah.
But the butterfly effect itself is just kind of like the idea that... basically something in the world could have changed, like one small little thing, and that could like set off like a chain reaction, and it would, you know, give you such a different outcome than what you had previously.
Yeah, like sometimes I think about when I'm in the world, coffee pot going off, if I'm in the world like and I make one small little action, like what down the line, like the ripples of that effect, will that change? Like if I say like hello to somebody or give somebody a compliment on something, and then like they're in a better mood, and then they like go home, and then like they don't have a fight with somebody, and then like
or they do something that really like helps somebody, and then
it's crazy to think
so like
about.
Because I am absolutely like an anti-fate binge. Okay, I do believe that we have a lot of choice, and I do believe that our choices shape the world around us and what happens next. I don't think it's just like this predetermined timeline of bullshit.
Like, have you ever seen?
Because then it's like, what's the point of living?
Yeah.
Like, I don't understand. Like, people that are really into fate, like, they almost, like, feel comfort in that. To me, that scares me. Then there's, like, no point in, like, working towards a goal unless that was already signed up for you to, like, get the drive and then complete it. Like, I don't know. It just sounds... I feel like we have a lot more choice.
I like to feel as though I have control over where my life is going, not some, like... something making
that your
the decisions
choices
for
matter,
me.
not that like everything's just set up, you know.
If you ever seen the fucking Adjustment Bureau or whatever the hell that movie was called,
I didn't see that one.
It was like, I think it was with Matt Damon, and it was literally this like
sounds like a Matt Damon
these
movie.
Dudes with like these books of like everybody's path, and they make sure that you stay on your path.
It's like Final Destination bullshit.
Yeah.
Which I never saw those either. I just saw the escalator scene, and that was enough. Like, let's be honest. So we were thinking about like how this would apply to our own lives, like what thing we were trying to look at our lives, like the bigger things that have happened to us and what could have caused them. And so we basically just like unpacked like the reason why we met as being really fucking weird.
This is like the biggest one that we could think of, like the most like circumstantial,
where it wasn't our choice.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing, like not something that we have decided, but like.
So basically, if you don't know, we've already talked about this before, but we do get a lot of people that ask us like how we've met, you know.
Yeah.
So if you don't know this, Chris and I met in college in like 2010 when we were both freshmen and we were living in the same dorm building.
Yes.
And so Chris was a meteorology major and I was not. I was a fucking like English education, and because of that, I was supposed to be like across the goddamn like campus.
Yeah, it would have been different if like, see, the dorm that we were in, that was where like the majority, there was like 6 or 7 dorms were in that area, and then there was like just 2 dorms on the other side of campus, and that's where
like
the English
really far
were.
away, and like if it snowed, like you couldn't leave.
Yeah,
like you were fucked because you had to cross over a pond. And so the pond would like flood and freeze and stuff. So if you were in those like really far away buildings, you were fucked.
And that's where you were supposed to be.
Yeah, because my roommate later on, like the whole time freshman year, we had the same major and we had the exact same schedule, and I could have easily have been her roommate. However, my roommate was this girl that I didn't really know that well in high school, but she was in my choir class, and she was a meteorology major going into our college. So she like asked to live with me because she just knew who I was, and she was like, I'll live with someone that I know. And she was only a meteorology major for like 2 weeks. And so if she had not chosen to be a meteorologist for 2 weeks and like changed her major, or if she had gone in with like the thing that she ended up taking on. I don't remember what it was, but like if she had never had that in her head, I might have never lived in that building, and I might never have crossed paths with you, because fucking honestly, I would have never had the same science or math classes.
It was always like weird, like if you had a friend that was like, oh, they're on the other side of campus.
Yeah, like they were like Gone Girl.
Yeah, they were the outcasts over there.
Because they had like their own dining hall, and it was shit compared to ours. Like it really was.
So that was just like,
maybe we could have had like an English class together, because you still would have had like a writing requirement.
Yeah, but like the chances of that happening, our paths were just like, our majors were too different that like there wasn't a lot of overlap. We only had we had 2 classes that were together.
But we picked those.
Well, we picked them on
with
purpose.
each other. We wanted to hang out.
Yeah, exactly.
I was like, take this film class with me.
But we unpacked it even further.
Okay. He's quivering over here. Quake, the game. So basically, I was like, all right, well then how did I end up in this girls' choir class in the first place? I mean, I love choir, but when you go further back into my past, you'll realize that like in 3rd grade for us at my school, you got to choose between either taking on an instrument, so you could be in band and orchestra, or you could be in choir. And that was like when you got to do that, right?
Yes, the famous choice that I've had in my past. And
what ripples would have been happening
if I chose that trombone?
If you had been confident in your arm size. I would love to know, like, what... Because, like, honestly, think about it. You could have become an amazing trumpeter. Trombone? I forget.
Trombonist?
Whatever. Tromboner. And then you could have, like, made someone's life. Or you could have, I don't know, like, just something could have happened. Like, you could have blessed someone with your fucking musical ability, and then that person could have, like, achieved their dreams, and
wow, now my current life is shit.
You really fucked everything up. So anyway, the reason why I chose choir, even though I loved singing as much, in my heart at that point in 3rd grade, I thought nothing could be more cool and like mysterious and lit than being a violin player.
Yeah.
Okay? And I wanted the violin. I used to call the case a coffin. I wanted that like red velvety fucking case for your goddamn violin.
They are very nice.
I wanted to be that bougie ass bench chirping away, you know? And it was too expensive because like when you go into band and orchestra, you have to pay for the instrument and shit, and choir was free. So we all know which one my family chose, but like honestly, I'm not upset because I love choir.
Yeah.
But like what would have changed if I had never gotten into choir? Then I would have never maybe been in a situation, because that was the only class I had with that girl.
Yeah.
And I didn't know anyone else going to that school that was going to be a meteorology major.
Yeah.
So weird.
That is really weird. The fact that...
Actually, you know what? Now that I think about it, the other girl that I was really good friends with in high school, you know what I'm talking about, we had like a falling out, but we both went to the same college.
Yeah.
She was also in our building on like the 1st floor.
Weird.
Now, I ended up on the floor of our building that had the men on it as well. It was like the only floor that had like both men and women dorms or whatever.
Yeah.
So that's also kind of like a weird thing that also went down, you know?
Yeah, because who knows? Maybe I wouldn't have crossed paths if you were on the 1st floor. Like,
I don't know.
You used a different door. Who
now,
knows?
I would have crossed paths with you eventually because I would have been working at the Starbucks, and I know you went there. But you know me, like how many times like I had like a customer come in that I thought was cute, and I didn't do shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, what am I gonna fucking do? Write on your cup, I like you? Like, no.
Oh my god. No, you only did that afterwards.
Yeah, I would draw, like, penises on his latte, like, with caramel. It was...
That's definitely not up to Starbucks code.
Yeah, that's why we were a Wheat Rally Brew. And, you know... I just think it's interesting.
I feel as though I didn't have as many like climactic fucking decisions on my side, but
like this was, to be fucking honest, the whole reason why we're even together is because of me. Like honestly, fucking made all this happen.
It was your fate to like move, like make us be together.
I moved the pawns around this Monopoly board, and I passed fucking go. Because I pursued him too, because like he was like interested in another girl when I was interested in him. And, like, you definitely rejected me in the beginning and everything. And I don't know, like, I saw you and I was just like, I don't know. There's something about that kid.
What can I say?
I'm going to hold the door for an uncomfortably long time.
Honestly, I don't even know why you were pursuing me, because I was very awkward and very much in a stark white hoodie zip up
Yeah.
that was not attractive.
But I think I saw what
The
could
potential?
be. Yeah, I saw what would happen, you know? It's like I looked at you and I imprinted. And I saw the future.
Get the fuck out. We're done.
It's fucking disgusting. Okay, anyway, next topic. So we have a quiz here.
Oh, yes, quiz. You sent me this. I don't know what it is.
Now, this is coffee related because, you know, clearly we didn't have a fucking fact today, so we gotta
Honestly,
get our...
like, also binge time today is, like, you guys' coffee drinks. Like, we just decided, like, wow, we gotta make up for a lack of coffee fact.
Yeah, so this is a BuzzFeed quiz.
Make a cup of coffee and we'll tell you what coffee-related product you should buy. We'll spill the coffee beans.
Amazing. All right, so pick a roast. Light roast, medium roast, dark roast, or decaf.
Fuck decaf.
I'm going to pick medium.
I'm going for light.
Add a flavor. Vanilla, caramel, hazelnut, none.
Wow, this is a tough choice.
To be fucking honest, I'm going to say none.
I'm gonna go with caramel.
Okay.
If it's vegan. Want some sweetener? White sugar, cane sugar, Splenda, or none?
Fuck Splenda. Also, none.
Yeah, I'm going with none on that.
I feel like I'm doing like Animal Crossing when you're in the roost or whatever. Choose a milk to pour in. Regular milk, soy milk, creamer, or none. Now, this is a hard question because I would pick soy milk creamer.
Yeah.
I'm going to say soy milk because it's like the
I'll
most...
just say none to like... You know, I got the caramel. If I had that caramel sweetener in there, I think I could be okay.
That's true. When I go sweet, I go milkless, you know?
Yeah. How do you want your coffee? Hot, iced, frozen, or latte?
Also, there was like a BuzzFeed poll the other day, and it was like if you prefer your coffee like in general iced or hot, and like it was overwhelmingly majority iced, and I want to say fuck off.
I'm upset. That
am.
really disturbs me.
It upset me in a way that I couldn't really vocalize.
I'm picking a latte.
I'm picking hot.
Okay.
Want to eat something with your coffee? Bagel, pastry, fruit, or none? Bagel. Fuck yes.
I'll go with
but
pastry. I'm going with pastry. Where are you drinking your coffee? In the car, Starbucks, at home, indie coffee shop.
Fucking at home.
Oh my god, that's the original Starbucks they have photoed in there.
Okay, I'm really upset about my answer.
I'm gonna go with at home as well. Okay, what is your answer?
The product that I should buy is a coffee pod organizer.
What the fuck? I got the same thing too. This quiz sucks.
God damn it. Because I don't even have a coffee thing that would have
I reject
a pod.
this. I don't want this.
Wow. And then they also link to another article, which is like 27 of the best products you can get on Amazon for coffee. Does BuzzFeed have like, would you know this?
I
if
wouldn't know
BuzzFeed has
this.
like an ongoing like collab, contract, deal, sponsorship, brand integration with Amazon.
That honestly could happen. Like, could be.
If anything, I know they're absolutely must be using affiliate links on all of these fucking posts that they have. Like, they must have like a BuzzFeed account.
I think now's a good time to go to some questions.
Yes.
But first, a word from our sponsor.
So today's podcast is sponsored by the brand Lola, which makes organic cotton tampons, okay? So for all the people that have listened to me talk highly of menstrual cups, if that's something that you guys have tried, but you did not like for whatever reason, because lots of people haven't liked them, you can try out Lola's brand of 100% organic tampons. And so they also have pads and liners and non-applicator tampons for people that are like trying to not throw away a ton of plastic, which I think is really fucking cool. And everything is made of 100% organic cotton, and there's no like weird chemicals, because you know how the FDA doesn't make people disclose that they have all these weird toxins in all of your different like feminine hygiene products. So they have none of that happening in their shit. So I tried the Lola tampons and they were great, you know, they didn't have like a weird like fucking fragrance, bleach, flowery smell upon opening them up, so that's always a plus for me. And I didn't have any problems with leaking, and they come in a nice cute box, and overall it was just, you know, the average tampon use, but I felt really good about it because I know that there's no weird shit hiding in them. So Lola has a monthly subscription, so you don't have to like think about this every month, and then you can customize like what's in your box, like depending on what kind of products you like to use. And it's really flexible, and you can change, skip, and cancel at any point. And it's a company founded by women, which I think is really cool. So we have a special deal from Lola. So you can go to mylola.com and you can get 60% off your first order when you use the code CWC to subscribe to one of their boxes. So that's mylola.com and code CWC.
All right, so let's do our patreon.com/coffee with Rachel questions from you lovely binchos that help support the show. First one's from Caitlin, who said, if you could magically be fluent in another language, which would you choose? So for this, I think I want to pick one that is a really hard language to learn from, like, coming from English, because, like,
I would say anything that has its own set of characters.
Yeah, I was going to say, like, Chinese or Japanese.
Yeah.
Because that, I feel, would just be the way that things are structured, the way you're writing the sentences, like, the symbols, everything. It's a lot harder than, like, just trying to go to, like, Spanish or French or something like that.
Yeah. I would actually probably go for something more, like, realistic.
Okay.
With, like, something that I think could be utilized the most. So I would go for, like, a French or a Spanish in that way. Because it just is so useful to have that skill. And if I could just have it effortlessly, like, that would be lit.
Obviously, if I was going to go for, like, what would be the most, like, practical in my day-to-day life, I would say Spanish, probably.
Yeah.
All right, and Alexandria has asked, predict/reflect on what are going to be the hots and flops of this summer for skincare and lifestyle trends. For example, I've been seeing a lot of the metallic freckles this week.
Interesting.
Are these the kind of trends you could use your expertise?
Yo, like, honestly, though, if I were making a YouTube channel, I'd go from hits and chips to hots and flops. Like, that's pretty great. I'm sorry.
You are a flop.
Fuck. Well, I mean, I've had several people send me the carved avocado. So I think, like, carving a raw avocado into a beautiful work of art is going to be the new avocado rose.
I think that we're going to be seeing a lot of avocado-related things. Because
millennials are kind of, like, kicking back at the baby boomers being like, you bought this avocado.
Like, we had the avocado latte already.
Oh,
now we've got the
that was
carved
a sinful
one.
Thing.
Yeah.
I would also say, like, you're going to see a lot of fake freckles. A lot of fake freckles on fucking full coverage foundation, which makes no sense to me. But, you know, it's fine. Like, you're going to do it. Freckles are great, to be honest. Now, I think you're going to see a lot of tears, especially from me, because it's going to be warm, and I'm going to be sad about that.
Are they going to be metallic tears? Because I feel as though, like, anything that happens
metallic,
this year...
though, is a whole thing right now. Like, metallic lips as well, and, like, metallic lips can look good sometimes, but it's just not practical for every day.
You are here for the matte.
Yeah, I am. Not even, like, okay, wild. I've been getting more into gloss, and I feel like we've had this, like, dusty, dry, like, painted on matte lip color for, like, so long now. Honestly, since, like, 2014, maybe even 2013, we've been doing just, like, basic matte finish. I feel like now we're getting into metallic, and I feel like gloss is honestly coming back. But I hope that we see more, like, tinted lip balmy looks, because honestly, that's what I'm rocking. Because it's just so easy.
Yeah.
Kathleen asks, why did you choose an Etsy store? Thoughts on the handmade at Amazon store platform? To be honest, I don't really know about the Amazon one. I know that also people sell handmade things on eBay as well. I chose Etsy personally because I like the way the site operates. I think it's very user-friendly for both the consumer and the store runner.
Yeah.
It makes it really smooth to set it up. We might do, like, a podcast or something about, like, setting up an Etsy store, like, after I've had some time, like, getting used to everything. I didn't feel comfortable doing that yet. But I think Etsy for, like, the name recognition is why I wanted to do it.
It definitely has, like, the notoriety of, like, if you're getting a handmade craft item, you go to Etsy.
And it's also, like, just knowing that, like, a lot of people are already on that website just browsing. Yeah. And so I feel like there was more of, like, I'm hoping that because, like, right now I'm assuming most of my sales are from people that have just seen me tweeting about the fact that I launched, and not people that have, like, found me through the store. Yeah. But hopefully as time goes on, like, I get in people that have seen me just from, like, browsing the, you know, app or website itself. So that's why I chose it. And plus there's a really good, like, online community of other Etsy sellers, and people, like, share each other's projects, and there's tons of, like, different Instagram accounts with, like, lots of following that, like, promote other people's, like, you know, products and handmade items. So, like, I don't know, I'm just into all that.
I would say that, like, I was here for a lot of, like, the setup process, and, like, Etsy thinks of a lot of things that you wouldn't have even thought of before, and it's got everything set up in a easy to view way, easy to set up, so that way, like, all you had to do is just have the information about your product.
It made it pretty easy for me, to be honest. Really easy. Like, especially, like, things where I wasn't even, you know, like, privacy policy and all these things, and, like, return policy. Like, these aren't even things that, like, I don't know, I feel like you'd want to get like lawyers involved, and like they have really good policies already set up that you can like edit yourself and everything, and I'm like, oh shit, like these are really good ideas.
All right, so the next question is, do you guys know or are willing to talk about Lacey Greene's recent videos and discussions about the red pill? I'm wondering if you guys are keeping up with it, and a lot of people are getting upset to see Lacey turning against what she's been fighting for years.
Okay, like, I just want to start off, like, preface this with, like, I don't have, like, a personal issue with her at all. And I love the sex positive videos. And when we met her in, like, 2013, she was very friendly and super nice. And that's the only, like, experience I ever
loved her
knew
content.
of her.
Like, it was really good content.
But I am friends with a lot of people that, you know, were really good friends of hers that she's kind of, like, I don't know, like, scorned a little bit because she's, you know, planning on making videos with people that have said, like, the most vile and disgusting things about some of these LGBTQ content creators that literally just make, like, fucking educational videos, and then they have to deal with, like, the most disgusting shit from these channels.
Yeah. Like, the whole point that Lacey is trying to get across, which, if you don't understand, Lacey is, like, was very, like, feminist and, like, pro-sex education, sex rights, and all that stuff, and now is trying to, like, have open dialogues with the, like, anti-SJW crowd, and, like...
AKA, like, alright, the title of the videos were called, like, Taking the Red Pill, and if you don't know what the Red Pill is, it's literally a fucking, like, subreddit, and their fucking main motto is, like, always assume consent. Just to, like, set the scene for you. It's like...
Yeah, I went in there creeping in the subreddit just to, like, get a feel for, like, what was going on there. And, like, the shit I read on there was so vile and so, like, disturbing.
Like, you can argue that these YouTubers that make content that is catered towards that audience, they might not have all the same views, but a lot of them do, and a lot of them have said the most, like, disgusting shit
if you
ever.
lump yourself into that community, like, then you're responsible for that too, you know what I mean? And, like, the whole point of this is, like, you know, opening a dialogue,
freedom of speech, like, hearing out the other side,
which I am so for, and, like, every kind of discussion about, like, laws and rights and things like that. I think
there's like this misconception that feminists, and especially, like, intersectional feminists, that we just want to, like, take down anything that, like, could possibly disagree with us, and it's not the case. Most of us want, like, obviously a huge, like, factor in everything is freedom of speech. However, there's a difference between freedom of speech and just straight up hate speech and, like, violent ideals being spread, like that consent is like not even mandatory, and that, like, trigger warning, sexual assault is something that is just like a bonus to your afternoon and shouldn't actually be a crime. Like, these are actual
and also
views.
That, like, transgender people just don't exist. Like, I am all for having a discussion about, like, the both sides of an argument, but, like, when your argument is, like, women shouldn't have rights, transgender people don't exist, like, sexual assault is okay, like, that is when I'm like, your opinion is not valid, and I do not listen to your side, because I don't care what anybody says.
You can hear them out, but, like, do you have to expose them to your, like, 2 million viewer audience?
I think about that episode
I think of.
That episode of Oprah when she had, like, the skinheads on her show, and, like, she was like, I regret doing that because I gave them a platform to spread their message.
Yeah, and that's the thing, because it's like, as much as it might be wishful thinking, and this is what I think, like, deep down, I don't believe that she would have the intent that she's trying to, like, harm her friends. But at the same rate, like, I don't know, I would not be, like, talking to people that I knew made horrendous videos about my very close friends. Okay, so that's the first part. But if her real intent is, like, to just, you know, open up a dialogue and hopefully change the minds of some of these people with their, like, their views about our humanity as people, that's cool. Do I foresee that really happening? No, because what's going to happen is, like, you're going to give these people a platform. They're going to get on there, like, fucking ready to just dismantle any kind of view that a feminist would have. And then their audience is going to come over, and it's just going to be, like, this big circle jerk of hate where it's just, like, they're all getting boosted up because their views are getting this platform and this attention, and they're going to feel validated. That's what Donald Trump did. We see such a huge rise in all of these hate crimes, these racist crimes, these anti-trans crimes. Like, it's just disgusting, and that's because they're becoming more vocal and they're feeling more confident because there's larger communities growing, and any exposure is just going to give their community more room to include more members, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So I'm not really into it, to be honest. I think it's a weird choice, and
I think if you wanted...
I'm mostly sad for like my friends that have been hurt personally by this, because it's upsetting and no one deserves that.
Like, the video content that I see from like the feminist side of things, and like the people that I see from the feminist side of things, I've never seen anybody that's like, you know, attacking a person and saying like they don't have the right to be like a person. That like,
the only ones that I can think of are like the TERF rad femmes.
Okay.
And like that's valid, I guess. Like they are somewhat as extreme, but like I don't know, like honestly, someone give me the receipts of like showing me, like I feel like there's like this vibe, this stereotype that like all feminists are like this extreme, like we all hate men and we don't want them to like flourish at all. And like from what I have understood about feminism and from what the majority
from what I see like,
yeah, that's not the case. And so like please show me like one channel that is a feminist channel, okay, that is spewing the same amount of hate speech and just horrendous,
that's on the same level as some of these fucking like red pill channels that have like hundreds of thousands.
Please, someone give me the receipts.
Yeah,
honestly, because I'd love to see it. Because from where I stand, you have these feminists that are just like, please let us upload these educational videos about sexuality and gender without you harassing me. And then these men are just like, let's just harass you because I don't understand you and you're different from me and I don't believe in your experience that I've never experienced myself.
Yep.
It's just a lot.
It's too much.
So, I mean, I'm interested to see where it goes, but, like, I'm not really, like,
a fan of the choice.
in support of it, to be honest, okay? You know? But we'll see.
All right, and we're going to go to a more lighthearted question after that. Would you guys ever adopt a long-haired cat, or do you prefer short-haired like Squeezy and Lila?
I would absolutely.
Yeah, I've had long-haired cats in my past. Like
I know Marbles. It would be, like, a choice, because we would have even more hair than Lila can produce herself. Like,
is that even possible? Because Lila produces a lot of fur.
Yeah, Lila is basically, like, the long-haired cat hidden beneath a short exterior. Like, I don't know where it all comes from.
I mean, it's in there somewhere, because you get her wet, and, like, she's the smallest fucking cat. Like, she looks huge right now.
I know.
Next question's from our email, which says, hey, Crunchles, Chris and the Chunks and Rachel.
Wow, amazing.
That we're changing our name right now. I remember Rachel saying that as a coping mechanism when she was still living in PA with family that she joined a lot of after-school activities to get out of the house. Do you have any advice for what to do over the summer? I'm currently living back home from college and I'm unemployed and I don't drive, so I constantly feel trapped by my family.
God, this was literally me.
Yeah.
Because, like, honestly, summer was the fucking worst. It was hot and I hated it. Like,
yeah.
It was just a lot. When I was younger and I was, like, still in high school, and so I was, like, just there all the time, but I was just during the summer and I didn't have a job yet and I definitely didn't drive. Besides, like, hanging out with friends, which I definitely was that kind of girl. Like, we never had sleepovers at my house, but, like, I was always, like, at other people's houses, staying a couple nights. Yeah. I definitely relied on that a lot. And I did happen to have, like, I was in a very lucky situation where my best friend lived, like, a few blocks away and I could just, like, walk to her house. So I was lucky in that regard, but that was when I was the most into my books, because it was my way to escape. And
just kind of hiding out in your room reading a book,
and I didn't have to like go anywhere, and I didn't have to like spend more money than like already getting the book, and like if you have the library or whatever. But yeah, that was my escape. And then as I got older and had access to a computer as well, like I was just on there. I would be writing, you know, participating in forums, making online friends, you know, chatting with people on like AIM and MSN and all those things. So like I would say getting into like, you know, a show or a book or some sort of like online community can be really helpful when you can't really leave your house that much, but you want to.
Yeah.
And like honestly, if I could do it again, which
if you could do it again, like
if I had to do it again, now that I'm like into, and I mean now I have the ability to be able to buy all the art supplies that I wanted at the time, but like just getting into a hobby, if it's just crafting, like there's so many good DIY YouTube channels that they, you know, don't require a lot of money to spend to make the crafts. If you can just, you know, get something, like make something with your hands, do something outside, gardening, things like that. We also did have a dog, and taking the dog for walks was also like a way that I could just
Just kind of being out on the town.
Be out, you know. But I mean, yeah, it's always worse during the summer. But there are, you know, I feel like people in that situation, at least from my personal experience, you get very comfortable, like, entertaining yourself in that way. And so, like, I'm sure you'll be able to find some things to do. But I'm feeling for you, and I wish you a very wonderful summer.
Yes. And the next question is, how do we feel about couscous?
Wow, just round it off. I don't really have an opinion.
All right, so my mom used to make couscous a lot, and from what I understand, it's just like rice, but it's just like little balls.
It's like pasta. It's literally like a pasta.
But it's just like little tiny balls. And I used to hate it because I didn't like the texture of it. But now that I'm like a quinoa binge, like I feel as though I need to give it another shot.
Yeah.
But
see, growing up in a Jewish home, like we had kasha all the time.
Okay.
And not the cereal. It's literally like a quinoa, but it's...
Oh, yeah, I remember kasha.
It's kind of like, I mean, they would prepare it like in a different way than you would with quinoa. And it's got a similar texture to quinoa. And I was always having also like chicken orzo soup. I don't know what it is about the Jews, but we love our orzo. I don't know. Maybe that's not a thing, but we have a lot of that. And that's a lot of like little tiny teardrop shaped pasta pieces. So I don't know. It never really bugged me.
I was more about that long grain rice and, you know, bigger pieces of pasta.
I don't like a long grain rice. I just like a regular rice. I was not
when
a
I say
rice
that,
pilaf
like,
binge.
it was always like, you know, my dad making one of those like packets of rice that come with like a seasoning in it as well. You know what I
feel
mean?
You.
Now, like, when's the last time I've had rice?
We have rice all the time. What do you fucking it's brown rice?
Well,
in burritos and shit.
Yeah, okay.
When was the last time I had rice? Literally like 3 days ago when we had Chinese food, to be honest. Like,
fuck, drag me.
I will.
All right, I think this is a good point to exit.
Okay.
I moved my mug because I forget every single fucking time.
That we clink, which is the one thing we have not changed since the beginning.
Actually, did we do that from the very beginning?
Oh, I feel like we did. That's probably where it became.
Yeah, pecan.
Fact check us. Let us know.
All right, we will see you guys next Monday.
Bye.
All right, binches. As we said before, you guys are going to be different types of coffee. This is the type of coffee that you are or you're having or whatever. Maybe you've had this drink before, maybe not. But I think it should be everybody's goal to try it out if you can find it. Because some of these are very nuanced, to say the least.
And this is probably the most reachy that we've ever been.
Oh, yeah.
Just letting you know, just a heads up.
Yeah.
So we're starting off with Ishbel Mendez, who is Turkish coffee.
Valerie Molina is a mocha.
Emily Sweeney is espressino.
Ooh.
Weird.
Melanie Weldon is a double espresso.
Alex Capraro is a cappuccino.
Shannon Shires is an ice shot.
Alicia McKee is iced coffee.
Kimberly Proza is priest coffee.
Sarah Booth is cafe bonbon.
Emma Corbeil is cortado.
Angelica Feliz is calypso coffee.
Leslie Wright is an espresso.
Alexandria Taylor is drip coffee. Just our
a
classic
regular.
drip.
Renee Medina is a red eye.
Gwen Stowe is an affogato.
Victoria Thu is a Thai coffee.
Sloan Fuller is Corfu coffee.
Kat Schultz is a flat white.
Megan Burrell is egg coffee, which I've heard of, but I don't know what is there.
What makes it an egg? Kim Greeley is geisha coffee.
Jason Gonzalez is a Guillermo.
Lindsay Torlina is a cafe cubano.
Jess Adams is an Americano.
Megan Oxley is a Bailey's Irish cream coffee.
Daisy Blossom Dottie is black coffee. None of that fancy stuff.
Kennedy Rochelle is a pumpkin spice latte.
M. Samek is a French mission.
Rebecca Edmondson is a mocha with a K.
Taryn Parker is a piccolo.
Alana Barbosa is a Borgia.
Lutzi is a long black.
Megan Ashley is an eggnog latte.
Fuck me up. Emily Tormey is ristretto.
Sonia Vazbrun is a cup of Robusta.
Me. Sabrina Hughes is a cold brew.
Fiona is a filtered coffee.
Stephanie Oliver is a Seville coffee.
Juanita Cara is a caramel macchiato.
Annie Wynn is a Shin Shin coffee.
Cassandra Lee is a dry cappuccino.
Oh man, me, honestly. Emma Nygren is a cafe crema.
Courtney Hall is a white coffee.
Becca Jansen is a cup of Arabica.
Angela Sue is a coffee with sugar.
Sugar. Erin Bray is brandy coffee.
Jada Goshi is lungo.
Maya Elizabeth is cafe gamosa.
Talia Miller is a Blue Mountain.
Margarita is a cafe maracachino.
Avery Labelson is a vanilla latte.
Anthony Hood is an anticino.
Liz Holbrook is a Karsk.
Jennifer Habgood is a hazelnut latte.
Madison Greer is a dirty chai.
Madison Wolfe is a macchiato.
Megan Preyes is a French press.
Corey Springfield is a Colombian.
Ilka is a coffee with milk.
Jackson Orahu is a Doppio, yes.
Bridget Carey Davis is a breve.
Ash Roselle is a Cafe Zorro.
Oh my god, a little sword or something.
Yes. That was my sword.
Jackie Burkhardt is a black eye.
Beth Fonseca is an Arusha.
Ian Murphy is a Russian coffee.
Kendall Berg is a Gaelic coffee.
Megan Grilly is a dead eye.
I don't know what that is.
Me neither.
Chloe Ireland is Irish coffee.
Taka Roach is an espresso romano.
Camellia Malky is Jamaican coffee.
Amanda Pete is a percolated coffee.
Is that when you have it like camping?
Yes.
Okay. Caitlin Whalen is a Monk's coffee.
Cody Robinson is instant coffee.
Lauren Chavone is a chai latte.
Dana Daly is a Vienna coffee.
Claire Wood is a lazy eye. So there's a lot of eyes happening.
Yeah, very weird. Anna Hernandez is a decaf.
Lynn and Drew are vacuum coffee.
Mackenzie Knight is a black tie.
And Rachel Evans is eventually going to try all of these beverages.
Yeah, you got to do it all in one day. Lots of caffeine.
All right, so the rest of the beat boppos.
I think you're the individual beans that are being roasted to perfection.
Wow. Okay,
Yes.
we've got Allison Frankboy,
Ashley Riefenberger,
Joanna Jensen,
Mallory,
Allie Malone,
and Kathleen Wynn.
So thank you. We hope you enjoyed this
Your
episode.
drink.
Yeah. Let us know if you've ever actually had it or if you know what any of these eyes are. I know a red eye and a black eye, but those are the only ones I know.
I've learned a lot.
Yeah.
So also just let us know what games you're looking forward to that you saw from E3.
Yeah. And check out my Etsy, I guess.
Yeah.
ShopRWD.com. Anyway, we'll see you guys next week.
Bye.
Bye.